Hopefully I can tag the creator in that so that she can have a look. And if you go back and have a look at her video, you want to have a look. What that is the backing to a carpet that has rotted and it won't come up. And the number of people saying, oh my God, it's black mould, you're all going to die. It isn't black mould and you're not going to die. And whilst some moulds are hazardous to health, for most healthy people, most moulds are not a big problem. So, we do tend to overreact to moulds. I'm sitting here breathing in them with every single mouth, every lungful of air, I'm full of mould spores. So, knock that one out. However, if you've got to deal with something like that, it looks awful. You can put a broad paint scraper, not a sharp scraper, one of the broad, or a putty knife kind of thing, with a wide head. You can tape it to the end of a broomstick and use it to scrape them off. You don't want to use a sharp scraper because if you're doing it from a standing position, you'll tend to go into the floor. So use one that's got the blunt end and you'll scrape most of it up. Then you can just vacuum it up. After that, although it's a wood floor, make up a solution of vinegary hot water with a drop or two of washing up liquid in it. Use a deck scrub. Now, this is where you have to go carefully, and this is all to avoid bending. You can do it with cloths on your hands and knees, but it's easier if you stand because you don't bugger up your back. So you scrub it, but you do it in small sections because you don't want to over-wet that wood floor. You really don't want to get that wood floor properly wet. So you mentally get a small section. Use something called a deck scrub, which is a small, stiff scrubbing brush on the end, like a broom, but it's small and it's very stiff. Do a small bit. Scrub, a couple of feet square. Use your mop it dry. And then move it and work over the floor in very small sections, never allowing the water to stay on the floor for very long and making sure you mop it up at the end. And that way you should get it off. If it's really stubborn, it would be something called white spirit, mineral spirit, I think that's called in America. But I discovered about a couple of months back something that you could buy in B&Q called Clean Spirit. And it is a water-based version of white spirit. It doesn't have any smell. And it is stonkingly effective. So now I've got a spray bottle of Clean Spirit in my cleaning kit that lives in the boot of my car. And that I do recommend. It's wonderful, great for getting marks off wood. So yeah, Clean Spirit, and that'll get the last of it off.